Right, lads, let's rank the top 10 January signings of all time. Here are some big names on the list. Virgil van Dijk, Bruno Fernandes, Suarez, Evra, Vidic, Coutinho, Sturridge, Cahill's in there, Laporte, Diaz, Aubameyang, Dzeko, Ivanovic, Coleman, and Andy Cole. I have to say, I didn't know Andy Cole was a January one.
Just to say, Andy Cole was a January signing, but it was when there were no windows. It just happened to be.
But it did happen in January.
It did, yeah, but it wasn't a January transfer window.
Okay.
Just for the facts. Seamus Coleman, by the way, 60 bags. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's outstanding. That might be top 5.
Sligo got robbed.
So are we looking at transfer fees here? Does that matter? Are we talking about value for money, or are we?
I think we
saying
can
just
look
the
at
best
transfer
players?
fees when it comes to separating players, but
Cool.
I think
And
has to be
I
impact
think
almost.
success as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Success, like what happened when they landed there.
Yeah.
Like it's all very well talking about Philippe Coutinho, but ultimately he's a very good player who won nothing at Liverpool.
Shall we X 5 names off this list before we rank them then?
This is gonna sound. I know he was brilliant for them, but Seamus Coleman, and does that sound harsh?
I think you get Seamus
So we
Coleman
could
off as well.
probably take him off the. As brilliant as he's been for
Although
Everton,
pound for
and the
pound, one of
values.
the greatest transfers.
Oh yeah, amazing value.
But you'd never,
unbelievable
but
value.
it is a great one, but you'd never do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Torre Andre Flo cost 200 grand or something,
Yeah.
and then we sold him for 12 million, and he won silverware. Like you'd never put him in this, would you?
Yeah, get Coutinho off just because of the lack of silverware.
But can
they
I put
flipped him
Coutinho
for
though?
10x.
That's the thing that they
10x and the rest. Like 20 was
120 million or something ridiculous.
But that's not the point of a transfer, is it?
But but they did then challenge for the title. Coutinho was brilliant for Liverpool.
He's a great player for them. He really was. Like, I was terrified of it. Remember when they used to do that song, Coutinho, oh. but like you got players on here. Like for example, Gary Cahill. Gary Cahill lands and within 6 months wins a European Cup and an FA Cup, beating Liverpool in a final.
He won everything.
Agreed.
Yeah, 6 months, mate.
Agreed.
6 months.
Cahill's
playing in a
unreal.
final. He was a warrior in a final.
But then Luis Suarez, who for me is one of the best strikers I've ever seen in the league. What are we saying? We're going to chalk him off because he never won anything.
No, he has to stay on this.
I agree.
I think you could lose Coutinho and Sturridge.
Same window that as well. Ooh.
Sturridge is a good one though.
No, Sturridge is an amazing player.
Yeah.
I like Daniel Sturridge, but is it going to be a top 10 January signing?
Depends on your metrics here, right? If you want to talk about money, making 10, 12x in your money on Philippe Coutinho is phenomenal business. And you could almost argue that the new version of Liverpool, the reiteration of Liverpool, came off the back of the money, the Coutinho money. But that's not what they bought him for, is it? They didn't buy Coutinho and go, we're going to flip him. They bought him and said he's going to win us a league, which he didn't do.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And same with Daniel Sturridge. But
then that's true of Bruno Fernandes. I wouldn't want to take Bruno out this list.
Yeah, but they would have got relegated without him.
No, Bruno has to be in this list.
Well, yeah.
Okay, right, I've got a new strategy. I'm going to say a player, and then we just vote. Do they stay in this list or not? So Virgil van Dijk, is he in this list?
100%.
In the top 10? Okay, Virgil van Dijk is in the
There's
top
some
10.
names you don't even need to ask us, and you know which ones.
Okay, no, but we'll ask just to go through it, because otherwise nobody will know that we've done it. Bruno Fernandes, do we
Stays.
question mark it, or does he stay?
Question mark.
Stays.
Question mark Bruno Fernandes as well.
Stays.
Okay, that's a question mark around Bruno Fernandes. Luis
I think
Suarez,
he probably
question
does,
mark
but
or
I'll
stays?
I mean, he's one of the greatest January signings ever.
Luis
Wait, we moved
Suarez
on to
stays.
Suarez,
for me.
man.
Suarez stays.
He stays.
Suarez stays for sure.
Suarez stays.
Evra Vidic stay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Evra,
they have
Vidic
to.
both stay.
they have to.
Philippe Coutinho,
Let's wait.
let's question
Big
mark.
question mark.
Sturridge, wait.
I think you can
Cahill.
probably remove.
I think you can remove Sturridge, lads.
I think you probably
Yeah,
can.
Daniel Sturridge isn't one of the best ever.
Obviously more technical ability than Wayne Rooney, but we can get rid of him, I think.
And also, at least Coutinho, you can. I know it's about winning trophies, but at least you can mention the money, the fee, and Sturridge never left with that.
Yeah, get rid of
money.
Sturridge.
Yeah, we'll get rid of Sturridge, I think.
Yeah. Gary Cahill has to stay.
Gary Cahill
Yeah.
has to stay. Laporte?
It has to stay
Has
for
to
me.
stay. Centurion.
I think.
His
I think
first
he
season.
does. Unreal.
Yeah.
Luis Diaz nearly won them a quadruple.
Yeah, Luis Diaz stays.
stays.
Remember in the League Cup final against you lot?
So
We're doing
good.
Neely's now.
So good.
Question mark?
Luis Diaz. No, Luis Diaz is in.
He won an FA Cup and a League Cup in his first season.
Oh yeah, fine. Yeah, fine. Keep him.
And a League Cup
Aubameyang?
2 years later.
Do you know what? Dare I say, as an Arsenal fan,
Not on this.
I put it as a question mark for now, but I'm not. I'm not sure. You know.
It was quite a damaging
I
signing
mean,
overall.
he did win you an FA Cup, but
He
there
did.
was also
A
the
couple
way he
years
left
later.
wasn't great.
Is
Wasn't
he
it?
popular at Arsenal? If he ever came
Yes,
back,
he
if
is.
he
Chelsea.
came, if he came back, would he get a good round of applause?
I think he is. Yeah, I think he's loved by the Arsenal.
But I think that's because you're a nice person.
yeah,
that could.
Yeah,
well
he's
be
never
true.
going to sit there and
I
go.
think
"I'll boo
I
you."
think 50% of
Do you hate
football
Ashley Cole?
fans.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
shut
yeah,
up.
Yeah. Aubameyang gets
Yeah,
booed.
yeah,
at the end.
Aubameyang gets booed.
no,
yeah.
I don't-
Most hated guy in
No,
the
better
world.
question is Fabregas. I still love Fabregas, but I don't. Ashley Cole.
You can't
yeah,
love,
I'm
you
not.
can't,
No,
you
but
can't love
Fabregas is
Fabregas
up
either.
here.
Yeah, but you
I'm a
can't.
fan of Ashley
Mate, loads of them hate him.
Yeah.
Loads of them. They were
I don't
booing him.
like Ashley Cole, but Fabregas I still love.
Ivanovic possibly stays.
Ivanovic stays.
9 mil.
No,
for that.
because we've got to we got to remove 5.
No,
That's
James
9
Coleman's
mil.
gone.
You want everything.
Yeah.
9
So
mil.
Ivanovic stays.
Ivanovic stays.
Coleman, we agree, goes.
Coleman's gone.
And are we using a technicality? with
Coleman's
Andy
history.
Cole?
Cole's technicality.
No, but
That feels
then
harsh.
we should keep Andy Cole. Because if you can keep Ivanovic,
That was Man United bullying the transfer market back then as well. I don't like that.
we need to lose 3 here.
Guys,
I
this
think
is- I think it's
Aubameyang, Coutinho.
Lose Andy Cole. It's not a January signing. You said it yourself.
No, well, you keep him.
I think
No,
Aubameyang.
get rid of Andy Cole.
I think
I
Aubameyang's
think
gone.
Aubameyang goes. I'm afraid.
Aubameyang, Coutinho are gone.
Sorry,
Coutinho's
Pierre.
better than Bruno Fernandes.
No, he's not.
Sold for more money, won more trophies.
He didn't.
Did he win an FA Cup, League Cup?
In their peak, both brilliant, but Bruno's done more for United.
Can I ask you
No,
a
no,
question,
Coutinho.
Buvey, about Laporte? Is he 100% in this list?
Yeah, he's a Centurion 6 months in.
Yeah.
6 months in. He was the best centre back in the league in 2020, 2021.
Mm.
Is it bad that I want to ask that question about Edin Dzeko? I know he scored the big equaliser. I know he
Yeah.
did, but he was never like an out and out starter.
Yeah, I
for them. It was
agree.
Aguero or
No, I think it's a
Negredo.
fair
It was
question. Let Buvey
Aguero or
answer it. It's a fair
Tevez.
question, AJ.
I don't know.
Is Edin Dzeko in there ahead of Ivanovic? I'll be honest, no, he's not. So,
Yeah.
so he's not in bold on the screen at the moment.
Yeah.
But if he's in there and Ivanovic is out of there, then he has
We have to subtract 2 here, though. So I'm going to propose Edin Dzeko is removed because we've got 12. We need to make this 10.
Let's move him out. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's move
So
him.
Edin Dzeko has had to fall on his sword.
I'd have thought Diaz has done less than Dzeko, though. He scored 4 goals last season, as good as he was.
Luis Diaz.
Yeah.
No. Luis
No,
Diaz.
but like, Dzeko
No.
done more for City than Diaz done for Liverpool.
Luis Diaz was on. No, I don't agree. I think Luis Diaz has to be in this list.
I think at least Luis Diaz cemented himself. City fans can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I don't remember a time in which Dzeko was like the guy.
No,
where they were like,
no.
yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
Luis Diaz was. I agree.
Luis Diaz never been the guy.
Luis Diaz
he
was
The guy.
Yeah.
He's won a Premier League. He won.
No, I
an
know
FA
he's won-
Cup,
so did
2
Dzeko,
Carabao
though.
Cups.
Edin
Yeah, but
Dzeko
he
was
felt more
brilliant. I'm going to get
important.
slagged off in the comments. By the way, Edin Dzeko was a brilliant lethal striker.
No,
He
I
was
don't.
a brilliant
You
player.
won't get
Two
slagged off.
different managers. He's been doing it for 10, 15 years at the highest level.
Okay, wait.
So Edin Dzeko is a brilliant
Okay,
footballer.
have we made a mistake?
agree.
Wait, this isn't binding.
Put him 11th. It's not. I'm just saying that we've done the video, not said how good Edin Dzeko is. A brilliant striker. What
I
a
think
brilliant striker he
people
was.
acknowledge that he is excellent.
You know what's mad? Edin Dzeko's still playing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was at Roma a few years ago.
yeah. Let's try and put it into now category like numbers. Let's make it. Once we start putting it that way, it might all fall into place. In fact, should we start at the top and then? Because then ultimately you're going to get down to 9 or 10. It's going to be 9 versus 10, and we're laughing.
Cool. All
Right. The best ever January transfer signing is on this list. Is it Virgil van Dijk? Is Virgil van Dijk the best ever January
Van
transfer
Dijk's
signing?
got an argument because of the impact he made on Liverpool.
Is Virgil
he
van
did
Dijk a better January
make a
transfer
huge
signing than Andy Cole if we're counting Andy Cole as a January transfer signing?
He's not had a bigger one, no, because Andy Cole's what, 3rd or 4th in the Premier League goal scorers.
Yeah.
Won every single trophy you can. And then even if you look at like when Andy Cole went to Blackburn, he helped them win a League Cup.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
yeah.
you know
Beat
what I mean?
Tottenham in the
He-
final, didn't they? Yeah.
40 goals in seasons for Newcastle. Like Andy
Okay.
Cole's right up there, but
Um,
there's a lot of good players.
A lot of money that like Vidic was nothing money, and Vidic.
Okay,
he
do you want
wins
to start
PFA Player of the Year
factoring?
award.
Do you want to start factoring in other metrics? Like, do we want to start looking at value for money and things like that? Now we're here. Like, do we want to start saying Luis Diaz did whatever he did? He only cost 40 million quid.
That's what
Compared.
Adam was saying. To split hairs, maybe we then start to look at things like the fee. But
Okay, so what you're telling me is Gary Cahill is actually at £7 million from Bolton Wanderers, pound for pound.
it's an unreal signing, 7 million. I remember not a lot of clubs with that. Arsenal kind of loosely linked. You're right, wins the FA Cup and the Champions League, but then cements himself in Conte's back three,
Yeah.
playing for Mourinho. So I think he went on to win multiple league titles after,
Yeah,
didn't he?
yeah,
I
he
mean,
did.
and the thing is, we're
Also,
not saying Gary Cahill's a better player than Virgil van Dijk, but what a signing, and what the amount you got from him.
Also, within 6 months of playing for Bolton, he's starting for Chelsea in a Champions League final, starting for Chelsea in an FA Cup final against Liverpool and winning both.
But then ultimately, so I agree with all this thinking, but ultimately he's just not a better player than Van Dijk.
No, I don't think he
So
is going to
it's
win
like-
this. I'm.
So-
Van Dijk's
but
above,
it's a great-
above Cahill.
Is Van Dijk number
But
one?
Vidic is above Van Dijk.
Is Van Dijk number
Okay,
one?
so Van Dijk's not number one.
But Van Dijk and Vidic and Suarez exist at the top end of the
Lads,
right?
everybody look at this list. I'm going to come to you one by one. I'm going to ask you who is the best. If we have majority rule, that will become the best. So everyone have a player in your head now.
Okay.
Who is the best January transfer signing? Adam McKola. On from
Vidic.
Nemanja Vidic is the best in your opinion. Buvey.
Vidic.
That might be the end of the game, James.
I was going to say Van Dijk, but Vidic was up there.
I think
And I was going to say Andy Cole, but the answer, our number one,
Is Nemanja Vidic.
is Nemanja Vidic. Can we put Nemanja Vidic at number one, please? Nemanja Vidic, number one.
What is the amount? It says undisclosed. What is it? 5 mil, 10 mil?
I think it was around 7 million, if I remember correctly.
Absurd, isn't it? It's absurd.
I think Evra was 4 or 5, and Vidic was 7.
Okay, so Vidic number.
Started off disastrous.
Does that mean that Van Dijk is number two?
Do you know with Van Dijk, I think I watched, this was more around the time I was watching football so much more regularly. I remember thinking that Liverpool looked so messy at the back until he came in and then just everything clicked. Everything was just...
Well, yeah, because they had like a gaping hole, didn't they?
Yeah.
It was like so obvious they needed a centre-back.
Okay.
And also the big goals. Think of how many like massive goals he scored as well. It's not just what he did at the
Yeah,
back.
Wembley and all that.
Improve their build-up. The winners in the Carabao Cup final.
Starting the attack over to Salah.
Yeah, he just was...
Is there any criticism there for Van Dijk in that he's also been part of Liverpool teams that have just absolutely fell apart after winning the league.
I always
this
hold-
season fell
question.
apart.
It's a little bit why, not going back to it, but it's a little bit why I don't have Bruno Fernandes as the top, simply because he was a captain of the worst Man United team I've ever seen. He was a captain of a Man United team that lost to Tottenham in a European final, which is why he's not at the very top of this list, in my opinion. But I think it's fair to say the same thing for Van Dijk. Van Dijk is captain of a Liverpool team that has basically not launched any defence to their title.
It's a fair question because we look at all those years he's been there for all the amazing seasons. 2021, defending the title, they're appalling. 22-23, when I think Arsenal City were going when he won the treble. Liverpool were nowhere to be seen. And this season, what a massive fall off.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we're not saying that's Van Dijk's fault, obviously.
No, but when you're the captain, you have to be held to higher regard.
Have his performances stood above those?
Yeah.
Actually, to be fair,
Okay.
he got a terrible injury in one of those. I should say that.
We're gonna get killed.
And actually,
he's been brilliant for them.
and he's responded brilliantly from the ACL injury.
But he is second on our list.
But when you're picking hairs between some of the best players, that have
you have to find. You have to find.
Yeah, the really petty thing.
And
Yeah.
I do hold, like, you know, like when people talk about Wenger's great teams, part of me does look at him a little bit sideways and go, you never defended it. Like, you never defended it once.
It's something that, you know, when people talk about Marcel Desailly at Chelsea, he was a captain of a Chelsea team that didn't win away in the league until April. Like, he's a captain. Like, of course you've got to kind of blame him. He's a captain. So I think that is Virgil van Dijk. Do we all agree Virgil van Dijk is the second best January transfer signing of all
That's an
time?
easy one.
Yeah, he was my number one, so yeah.
Okay,
I'd
at some
put
point,
Everett
lads,
higher.
Andy Cole I feel like I'm going to have to just say Andy Cole has to be third. He just has to be.
Probably second.
I would have I've said number one, but he just has to be third. Come on.
I'm going to defer to all of you because he signed for United before I was born.
Mate, he won a treble. He won a treble and he scored 187 Premier League goals.
187 league goals.
Yeah.
And
well, there you go.
Easy.
Cool.
One of the very few English strikers to do it in Europe.
Yeah, it's-
Treble winner.
it's-
Three trophies in a season, Ad.
Yeah.
Treble winner.
Yeah.
So why are you guys not
And actually
arguing
did
more for him being second then?
No, I argued for him to be first, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
I think he should be second.
So that's interesting. So that essentially
But
puts
no,
him above Van Dijk for you two.
Well, I had him number one.
So hold on, if we both,
Yeah.
we could potentially get Andy Cole.
Because we voted number one. Yeah, we could pretend. Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what we're saying. If
Yeah.
he's your number one, he's your number two.
we
Then
could split the vote.
Okay. So Andy Cole is second, which means Virgil van Dijk is third.
No, it's
don't know
not.
why I did
Alpha, Alpha gets to pick because
Alpha
those two
gets
have
the
gone
pick.
Van Dijk.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So Alpha pick. So Virgil van Dijk is second. Andy Cole is third. Right. Who is fourth?
I think you're looking at
Is it Luis Suarez?
you're looking at a Luis Suarez, Evra, Laporte.
Ever's above Suarez.
No, Luis Suarez for me is the best player on the rest of that list.
Yeah, but that's not the game, James, is it?
No,
it's
That's not the
Everett costs
game,
5
James.
million
Even at
quid.
22 million.
We're not
John Morrell.
ranking players.
You know, we do
It's
that
the
bit-
signing and what I know, but is it his fault?
You know that Ashley Cole debate is so easy. You can't really talk about anyone else. But if you had to, you remove Ashley Cole from any debate. Evra's the best left back in Premier League history, alongside Dennis Irwin. So for £5 million,
Respect Zinchenko.
I think he's above
I
Luis Suarez.
just think it has to. What we're not doing is the best player.
No,
Like, it isn't.
I like trophies, Rory. I think it's a
Yeah.
great way of looking at it. I think trophies matter in sport. I think Evra won a Champions League.
and a
He
Premier
played
League in the
like
same
5 Champions
season.
League finals.
Luis
Yeah.
Suarez nearly
Okay.
single-handedly took them to the title. Like he nearly did that on it. Okay, not on his own. There was
When he-
Gerrard
when
and
he won a
Sturridge
League
and
Cup?
Coutinho, but
No.
But then he was also that
leave
guy
that.
crying on the
Did
pitch
he?
at Selhurst Park.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like that was him. The same guy that nearly got him to win the league cried on the pitch at Selhurst Park.
Yeah.
I'd go Evra high. 'Cause it's just so cheap.
Evra 4th. Suarez 5th?
No, it can't be that high, guys.
No? Okay.
I put Diaz above Suarez.
Oh, yeah, Diaz has to be on.
Diaz has to be above Suarez, guys. Won everything with Liverpool, well, except the Champions League.
This is why
Everything
this game's so
domestically.
frustrating. Luis Suarez is an everywhere better footballer than Luis Diaz.
You're not playing the same game.
I understand,
If
but
we're
like,
playing-
surely that matters. Like, how good a player you sign.
But
surely
if,
that
if the
matters.
player, if it's signing the best player, then you put Luis Suarez 1, right? The best player on the
Probably
list is
Suarez,
Luis Suarez.
Yeah,
Van Dijk.
But that's not the game.
But
we're
why
playing.
is he not so up the high up the list, Royce? Because he didn't win anything.
That
And
feels
well,
so
lots of reasons, but yeah, that's one of the reasons.
Okay,
exactly.
fine. All right, fine.
Lots of
I'll
reasons.
play. I'll
Yeah.
play your game. Fine. Then yeah, Evra goes above Suarez.
Evra's above Suarez for sure.
But then everyone's Ivanovic is above Suarez.
Van
No.
he is.
Fernandez is above Suarez.
No, no.
But they all won more.
I think
Fernandez ain't you. Oh well.
I think Suarez can sit there all right now.
You think fifth? We got that right.
Fair?
That was the closest thing to a rant I've ever seen you have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, like
I
remember
nearly
that drunk
lost it.
character in the Fast Show.
I nearly absolutely lost
I
it.
nearly lost it.
I know.
Yeah, Rolly
Sorry.
Bird. I was very drunk.
Alpha, can we
Nearly
get, like,
said,
can we get like a cold towel or something?
Yeah,
Just to
yeah.
can't
James
cool me
B.
down.
rant in the title.
Yeah. James storms off set.
Right, lads, we got to get in order now. We got Bruno, Coutinho, Cahill, Laporte, Diaz, and Ivanovic.
Cahill needs to be high, and so does Ivanovic. Out of this list, out of the last 5, like £7 million, and he was part of title-winning teams, European Cup-winning teams, like an integral part of them as well.
So I have Ivanovic down as one of the best right backs the league's ever seen.
Agree.
I don't have Cahill down as one of the best centre.
I agree.
Well,
I agree
it's
with
Ivanovic
I agree with
after Gary Neville and Kyle Walker, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top 5 for you.
Yeah, and I think Trent's in that conversation, to be fair. But yeah, I think so. Ivanovic, I'm happy to go with sixth if you guys.
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Ivanovic 6.
Also, he played centre back, right back. He
Yeah.
did everything. He was
Yeah,
unreal.
big goals as well. 2 goals in
yeah.
Champions League at Anfield, winning Chelsea a European trophy in Amsterdam.
Play for West Brom as well.
Yeah, with the winner against Napoli at home. It's like amazing
Did
player.
he play for them when they won 5-2 at the Bridge? Ivanovic.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Sam
knowledge.
Allardyce, wasn't it?
Well,
Was
What,
it
West
Allardyce?
Brom won 5-2 at the Bridge?
Yeah, Thomas
Yeah, do you
Tuchel
remember
was
the,
manager.
the-
Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah,
Remember lockdown
this
football?
is
And just
I can't
mad
remember that.
results.
COVID.
Thomas Tuchel's manager. I think it was Sam Allardyce.
Matez Pereira, I think it was. Matez
Great
Pereira got a
knowledge.
goal or two. Yeah.
Mate, I can't remember that at all.
Cahill next after Ivanovic.
No, I think Laporte is above Cahill. And I think Bruno's above Cahill as well.
I think Laporte's a better
I think it
player.
goes down to Bruno or Laporte now, personally.
Oh, this is so tough. Like, look at the fees, 50 million more. And did they get 50 million more from Laporte than they got at Cahill, Chelsea?
I don't want to say it, guys, but
Laporte was unreal.
Laporte won 3 trophies in his first season. Do you know what I mean?
Did he?
Do you think
Yeah.
Laporte? Do you think Laporte better than Cahill as a January transfer signing?
Oh, yeah, the
Do you?
domestic
He's
treble.
a better footballer and he won more trophies.
They got more years out of Cahill, though, didn't they? Because, like, I swear he was... like, he started off really well.
Yeah.
Then he disappeared for a bit. And then he came back and it was like, wait, Cahill...
Well, he was
left
also
Chelsea.
like he was part of Conte's team. He won the league with Conte. He won the league with Mourinho again. He obviously won the Champions League with Di Matteo
In the FA Cup.
and the FA Cup the same season.
And then he seemed to be held in really high regard towards the end of
Because
his
well,
career.
he was integral, wasn't he? In that back 3
And he was low-key great on the ball, by the way.
Good on
Kind
the
of
ball,
underrated.
and
Underrated,
Heike.
Underrated.
8 seasons for Chelsea.
Yeah.
you know.
Heike, yeah. Yeah, I know. But you know,
And he
people
was
they
cheap.
talk about him as like a dogged defender.
Yeah.
But yeah,
7 million.
And he's good for a goal, good in both boxes.
I think it's very tight between. I think Laporte's a better centre back.
I think Laporte's a better centre-back, but Cahill's a better signing.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's do that then.
Okay, so Cahill is higher than Laporte on this list.
Yep.
Wait, Cahill's made it above Laporte and Bruno?
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Which means we are now. Coutinho's low, isn't he?
I kind of get it.
Yeah.
As much as he was a great player on his day, I thought he was quite
No, wait,
consistent.
sorry.
Based off
Luis
ability,
Diaz
Coutinho and
is
Bruno should be a lot
currently
higher.
off.
But because of
The metrics.
what they've brought home,
So is Luis Diaz?
No, Luis Diaz is.
Oh,
Luis
no.
Diaz was a
Has to be
better.
on there.
Luis Diaz was a better signing than Philippe Coutinho.
yeah.
Yes, he
Yeah.
was.
So I think it goes. Ooh.
This
How do you
is so
order
tough.
Bruno, Laporte, and Diaz? I think it's Bruno, Diaz, Laporte. No,
Bruno's not above Diaz, guys.
I think it's he is.
Why? We have to have
Much better
discussions about it.
signing.
You can't just be blanket. No, you're wrong. You're
It's a much
stupid.
better signing.
Like, Diaz won league titles. He's a serious footballer for Liverpool. Serious footballer, mate.
Coutinho is off the list. That's the easiest way to do it. No?
8.5. No, you know what? I'm playing a different game. You're right.
Coutinho is off the list. Coutinho hasn't done more for Liverpool than Luis Diaz.
No, I completely agree with
Coutinho hasn't done more for
Diaz
Liverpool
has
than
gone the
Bruno Fernandes did for Man United.
So should we just agree that Diaz is above Coutinho? We agree with that.
That's 100%. Did Laporte do more for Man City than Bruno Fernandes did for Man United?
Yes.
Did he do more for them?
Yes.
Oh, I think he did. Actually, I don't know.
Has he done more for Man City than
Do
Bruno
City win
Fernandes?
those titles without Laporte?
The Man United get
No.
relegated without Fernandes?
You don't think they do?
No way. He was brilliant.
Alpha,
This
it's
is-
coming down to your vote.
This
He
is
was
so
brilliant.
tricky.
I'm going to split the vote, and Alpha is coming down to you. Alpha don't deserve this.
No, he doesn't. Poor
How
guy.
have you done this? Just give an opinion.
He's had to pull the mic out.
Who's got a better Premier League legacy, Bruno Fernandes or Laporte?
Well, Laporte, 'cause
Fernandes.
he's won it, but
I rate Bruno Fernandes very highly. I think his impact on Man United. I know he might not have the plethora of trophies like everybody else and stuff, but I think Bruno Fernandes, his impact on Man United is insane. The stats don't lie. Laporte has won so much for City, and at one point, that City defense didn't work without him. So I'm here to propose.
He's a mediator.
Cut to
Feels
the
like-
chase, man.
Yeah.
Cut to the
Alpha, we
chase.
asked you a question 15 minutes ago.
Cut to the chase,
Yeah.
Alpha.
I'm coming to it
Alpha,
now.
I'm busting for a week. What's the answer?
I'm
Laporte never came
proposing
15th.
Laporte 8th, Fernandes 9th, Diaz 10th.
And we will stick by your judgment. I'm sure you lot at home will have some complaints, so get them in the comments below and let us know if there was anyone that should have been there, who should have been higher, who should have been lower. Let us know your thoughts.